Hey there, culture explorers. Welcome back to our channel where we uncover the world's most shocking cultural secrets. When you think of the United Arab Emirates, what comes to mind? Probably those jaw-dropping skyscrapers in Dubai, luxury shopping malls bigger than some cities, and endless golden deserts with five-star resorts, right? The UAE seems like this ultra-modern playground where anything goes, a place where East meets West in perfect harmony. But did you know that beneath this glittering facade lies a complex web of cultural taboos that could get you into serious trouble? Or at the very least, deeply embarrass you in front of locals? Today, I'm revealing 15 absolutely mind-blowing taboos from the UAE that will shock you to your core. Some of these are so unexpected that even seasoned travelers get caught off guard. We're talking about forbidden gestures that could land you in jail, weird food rules that make no sense to outsiders, and social customs so strict they'll make your head spin. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid those cringe-worthy moments that could ruin your trip, or worse, get you deported. Trust me, you do not want to learn these the hard way. So buckle up, hit that notification bell, and let's dive into the most forbidden secrets of the Emirates. Number 15. Never show someone the bottom of your feet. This might sound ridiculous, but showing the sole of your foot to someone in the UAE is considered deeply insulting. In Islamic culture, feet are seen as the dirtiest part of the body since they touch the ground. When you point your feet towards someone or show them your soles, like when you're sitting cross-legged, you're basically saying they're as low as dirt. Imagine accidentally doing this to a business partner during a meeting. A British expat once told me how he lost a major contract simply because he kept his legs crossed with his sole facing his Emirati client during negotiations. The client felt so disrespected that he walked out mid-meeting. Always keep your feet flat on the ground or tucked under you when sitting in the UAE. Number 14. Public displays of affection are absolutely forbidden. Here's something that shocks Western couples. Even holding hands in public can get you arrested in the UAE. The country follows strict Islamic values where intimate contact between unmarried couples is considered haram or forbidden. This isn't just about kissing. We're talking about hugging, touching, or even standing too close to your partner in public spaces. In 2010, a British couple was sentenced to 1 month in jail just for kissing on the mouth at a restaurant in Dubai. Security footage caught them, and they were immediately detained. Even married couples are expected to keep physical affection extremely minimal in public. Save it for your hotel room, folks. The walls have eyes, but at least they're private eyes. Number 13. Never use your left hand for eating or greeting. Your left hand is basically cursed in UAE culture, and using it wrong can seriously offend people. Islamic tradition considers the left hand unclean because it's used for personal hygiene. When you eat, shake hands, or pass objects with your left hand, you're essentially offering something dirty to others. It's seen as deeply disrespectful and unhygienic. I witnessed an American tourist unknowingly offer his business card with his left hand to an Emirati businessman. The local man's face went from friendly to disgusted in seconds. He politely declined the card and excused himself from the conversation. Always use your right hand for social interactions. Your left hand should stay hidden like it's radioactive. Number 12. Alcohol consumption has bizarre restrictions. Think the UAE is a booze-free zone? Think again. But the rules around alcohol are absolutely mind-bending. While alcohol is available in licensed venues, the laws are incredibly complex. You need a special license to buy alcohol from stores, you can't drink in public spaces, and being drunk in public is illegal. But here's the weird part. Tourists can drink in hotels and licensed restaurants without a permit, but residents need government approval. In Sharjah, one of the 7 Emirates, alcohol is completely banned, even for tourists. A German visitor was arrested for having beer in his car while driving through Sharjah, even though he bought it legally in Dubai just 30 minutes earlier. The rules change depending on which emirate you're in, making it a legal minefield. Number 11. Photography can get you in serious legal trouble. Taking photos seems innocent enough, right? Wrong! In the UAE, your camera could be your worst enemy. Photographing government buildings, military installations, ports, or airports is strictly forbidden and considered a security threat. But the weird part? You also can't photograph people without their permission, especially women, and sharing these photos on social media can result in hefty fines or jail time. A French photographer spent 3 weeks in Dubai jail for taking street photography that included a government building in the background. He didn't even realize it was forbidden. Even photographing car accidents or people in distress is illegal. Your Instagram feed isn't worth a criminal record. Always ask permission and avoid anything that looks remotely official. Number 10. Dress codes are stricter than you think. So, the UAE might look liberal and modern, but if you dress inappropriately, you'll face some pretty serious consequences. While Dubai seems relaxed about clothing, revealing outfits can actually get you arrested. Tank tops, short shorts, mini skirts, and anything showing shoulders or cleavage is considered indecent exposure. And this applies to both men and women. Yeah, guys, your beach shorts and tank top combo isn't appropriate outside resort areas. In 2017, a British woman was actually detained for wearing a sleeveless top and short skirt while shopping in a Dubai mall. Security guards asked her to leave, and when she argued, police were called. During Ramadan, dress codes become even stricter. So, always pack conservative clothing. Long pants, covered shoulders, and modest necklines are definitely your safest bet. Number 9. Bringing certain medications can land you in prison. This one is absolutely terrifying. Common medications that are totally legal in your home country might be considered illegal drugs in the UAE. Many over-the-counter and prescription medications contain substances banned in the UAE, including some painkillers, cold medicines, and anxiety medications. Even having trace amounts in your blood can result in a 4-year prison sentence. For example, a British man was sentenced to 4 years in prison because codeine from cough syrup he took on the plane was detected in his urine during a routine check. Another traveler was arrested for carrying melatonin sleeping pills, which are illegal in the UAE. So, always check with the UAE embassy about your medications before traveling, and carry official prescriptions for everything. Number 8. Swearing and rude gestures are criminal offenses. That middle finger or casual F-bomb could literally destroy your life in the UAE. Swearing in public, making rude gestures, or even sending offensive messages through WhatsApp can result in fines up to 500,000 dirhams. That's about $136,000, or deportation. Even the thumbs-up gesture, which is innocent in most cultures, can be considered offensive in certain contexts. A British expat was fined 10,000 dirhams for giving someone the finger during a traffic dispute. Another person was deported for sending angry WhatsApp messages with curse words to a business partner. The authorities take offensive behavior extremely seriously, so keep your language clean and your hands to yourself. Number 7. Dating apps and unmarried relationships are legal gray areas. Here's where things get really confusing. Dating apps are available, but the relationships they create might actually be illegal. While apps like Tinder and Bumble work in the UAE, having sex outside of marriage is technically illegal and can result in jail time. This creates a bizarre situation where you can match with someone but can't legally be intimate with them unless you're married. Recently, the UAE relaxed some of these laws for non-Muslims, but the legal landscape is still, pretty confusing. Many expats live together unmarried without issues, but it's still technically illegal. For instance, a Filipino couple was arrested in their own apartment after a neighbor reported them for cohabitation. The law is inconsistently enforced, making it a dangerous gamble. Number 6. Eating during Ramadan can get you arrested. Even if you're not Muslim, eating, drinking, or smoking in public during Ramadan is illegal and honestly, deeply offensive. During the holy month of Ramadan, Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset. Out of respect, non-Muslims are also expected to refrain from eating, drinking, or smoking in public during daylight hours. Breaking this rule can actually result in fines or even jail time. For example, a British tourist was arrested for drinking water in public during Ramadan after a morning jog. He was fined and detained for several hours. And get this, even chewing gum in public is forbidden. Most restaurants and cafes close during the day, and those that serve food do so discreetly with covered windows. So if you're visiting during Ramadan, plan your meals around sunset. Number 5. Bankruptcy and debt can lead to imprisonment. This one is absolutely shocking. Going bankrupt or having unpaid debts in the UAE can land you in prison. Unlike most Western countries where bankruptcy is a civil matter, the UAE treats unpaid debts as a criminal offense. If you can't pay your credit card bills, loans, or even bounced checks, you can be arrested and imprisoned until the debt is settled. During the 2008 financial crisis, thousands of expatriates abandoned their cars at Dubai airport and fled the country to avoid debt prison. A Canadian businessman spent 2 years in jail over a bounced check worth $2,000. Even leaving the country doesn't help. Interpol can arrest you if you try to return. Always pay your bills on time in the UAE. Your freedom really depends on it. Number 4. Homosexuality remains strictly forbidden. Despite the UAE's modern appearance, homosexuality is still illegal and punishable by imprisonment. Same-sex relationships, both physical and romantic, are criminal offenses that can result in up to 14 years in prison. Even displaying rainbow symbols or LGBTQ+ support can be problematic. This creates a difficult situation for LGBTQ+ travelers and residents who have to hide their identity. In 2022, several people were detained for displaying rainbow flags during a football match. The authorities are very strict about enforcing these laws, though prosecutions are relatively rare for tourists who keep quiet about their orientation. LGBTQ+ travelers should be extremely careful and avoid any public displays of their relationships or identity. Number 3. Adultery laws are absolutely medieval. Cheating on your spouse isn't just morally wrong in the UAE, it's a criminal offense that can totally destroy your life. Adultery is punishable by up to 1 year in prison for both parties involved. Even flirting or having an emotional affair can be considered a criminal act. The weird part? The law applies to everyone, regardless of religion or nationality. A British woman and her lover were both sentenced to 6 months in jail after her husband reported them for adultery. Text messages and photos were used as evidence in court. Even after divorce, having a relationship before the divorce is legally finalized can be considered adultery. Marriage in the UAE comes with legal handcuffs. Be absolutely sure before you say I do. Number 2. Insulting Islam or the government is extremely dangerous. This might be the most dangerous taboo of all. Criticizing Islam, the government, or royal families can result in years in prison. The UAE has strict blasphemy and cybercrime laws that criminalize any form of criticism against Islamic religion, government officials, or ruling families. This includes social media posts, private messages, and even casual conversations. A British academic was sentenced to life in prison for posting research about migrant workers that the government deemed insulting. An American was arrested for a Facebook post that mentioned corruption in the UAE government. Even liking or sharing critical posts can get you in trouble, so keep your political opinions to yourself. The walls have ears, and those ears report to authorities. Number 1. Women face shocking legal discrimination. And the number 1 most mind-blowing taboo, despite its modern facade, women in the UAE still face significant legal discrimination that would shock most Western visitors. While the UAE has made progress in women's rights, significant restrictions remain. Women may need male guardian approval for certain legal documents, medical procedures, or even traveling abroad. In some cases, a woman's testimony in court carries half the weight of a man's testimony. Female tourists might face different treatment at hotels, restaurants, or government offices. A German businesswoman was denied a business license because she didn't have her husband's written permission, despite being single. During divorce proceedings, women often lose custody of children and face restrictions on their movement. The contrast between the UAE's progressive image and these harsh realities creates a cognitive dissonance that catches many visitors off guard. While change is happening slowly, women travelers should be prepared for a very different legal and social environment. Wow, there you have it. 15 absolutely mind-blowing taboos from the United Arab Emirates that prove this country is far more complex than its glittering surface suggests. Now, before you think I'm trying to scare you away from this incredible destination, let me be clear. The UAE is an absolutely fascinating country with rich culture, incredible hospitality, and breathtaking experiences. These taboos exist because of deep-rooted traditions and values that have shaped Emirati society for centuries. The key to having an amazing experience in the UAE, or anywhere in the world, is understanding and respecting local customs. When you take the time to learn about a culture's boundaries and beliefs, you don't just avoid embarrassing situations or legal trouble, you open the door to genuine connections and richer travel experiences. The locals will appreciate your effort to understand their way of life, and you'll discover layers of culture that most tourists never see. That's what real travel is about, not just seeing the sights, but understanding the soul of a place. What did you think of these taboos? Were you shocked by any of them? Have you experienced culture shock while traveling? Drop your stories in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing about your adventures. If this video helped you understand UAE culture better, smash that like button to help other travelers avoid these cultural landmines. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest cultural deep dives from around the world. Remember, knowledge is the best travel insurance you can have. The more you understand about a destination, the more incredible your experience will be. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep respecting the beautiful diversity of our world. See you in the next video, and safe travels, my fellow culture explorers.